Should the Republican Party continue with impeachment against President Biden? What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video. Today, it is time that we talk about the chaos that is currently happening on Capitol Hill. Because everyone, it's looking more and more likely that the Republican Party will actually impeach Biden, at least start an impeachment inquiry. And the White House is starting to panic, cope, whatever you want to call it, because they seriously believe that impeachment may prove risky for the GOP. So we're going to discuss why, at face value, this doesn't make sense, and discuss what would the real political ramifications of this be for the Republican Party, for Biden, and all of that. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody. So again, I'm obviously a bit biased against Biden because, well, I'm supporting Trump and all of that. With that being said, let's just be honest with ourselves. If what was alleged of Biden with the investigation so far, from the Judiciary Committee, the Oversight Committee, all of them, was claimed of Trump, I would 100% support an impeachment inquiry into Trump, into DeSantis, whoever. Because these allegations are not your sweet old, oh, it's Russiagate too. No. These are serious political scandals. This isn't like Bill Clinton from the 90s, having an affair in the office. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the former vice president of the United States, who is now the president of the United States, mind you, while in office, talking with business partners of his son. They're not only not citizens, they're foreign nationals, and not from, not even from like France, United Kingdom, Germany. No, you're talking about Ukraine, China, Russia, aka some of the most corrupt countries on earth, while he was the vice president. And he openly lied about this. This isn't like, he admitted that, yeah, he talked with people before. To this day, he still denies, I never talked with my son's business partners, which is a fabricated lie. This isn't like Trump where 40 years ago he, built a tower in Russia or whatever, People make a big deal about, stuff in Russia that happened. Guess what? Back then, Trump was a pure businessman. He wasn't a politician. He wasn't a president. No. He was, at the time, a businessman. He did some stuff that was for his business. This isn't the same case. You're the vice president. You're talking with foreign entities where you could theoretically cut off foreign aid to these countries for saying, hey, if you don't give my son $100 million or whatever, I'm going to cut your aid off. That's the problem with this entire scandal, and that's why it's serious. In my opinion, at least, this is arguably the first real impeachment inquiry in American history if it actually happens, because, let's be real, the other ones have been complete and total jokes. Trump's are clown shows. Clinton's was a complete just waste of time. Nixon would have probably got impeached, but again, I have my opinions on that. You just look at it, it's like, yeah, this is the first one where this is a serious allegation that we know, at least partially, is true. Now, let's be clear. An impeachment inquiry is not the same as impeachment. There's a difference. An impeachment inquiry is essentially an expanded investigation into, say, Biden. Like, okay, we're going to probe Biden. We're going to see what other documents he has for this entire situation. It essentially gives the House more power to do investigations and figure out, is impeachment really worth it? That's the key, and that's why I support it. Again, I think Biden should be impeached. I think I've already seen enough to say, at best, he was colluding with foreign entities to enrich his son. At worst, he was using his position as vice president to influence foreign policy of the United States, to enrich himself and the family. Not just, he's the vice president, but, you're selling access to him, you're selling foreign aid. All of it. I think that alone's an impeachable offense. But at least the GOP is going to do some kind of inquiry, and it sounds like they do got the votes to do it. And now the White House, they're coping about this. They seriously believe impeachment's going to somehow benefit Biden? Guys, this isn't like Clinton's impeachment. This isn't like Trump's impeachments. Nobody supported him, and quite frankly, it's like Trump's impeachment. 52% support impeachment. 48% say no. With Biden, it's like 60-40. So that means a substantial amount of even Biden voters are saying they support investigations into the Biden when he's the president of the United States. And that's the key difference with Trump's impeachments. Plus, everybody knows that the impeachment were complete piles of crap. I mean, come on now. It's like you look into the phone call stuff, it's like, that's not an impeachable offense. Give me a break. And the funny thing is, what Trump alleged Biden of doing, or actually they alleged Trump of doing, colluding with the president of Ukraine, Biden actually did with foreign entities for his son to enrich his family. It's like, you cannot make this stuff up. But the White House is 100% gearing up. They're getting a bunch of lawyers ready because they know impeachment is more than likely coming, at least in an inquiry. And we're getting to the bottom of how deep does this rabbit hole go? Because originally the Biden administration have done everything to block this investigation. This isn't like Trump's where everybody knew this was a pile of crap. These were like hearsay, he said, she said, she said, he said. It's like, no, direct people that have talked to Biden, not just, they heard somebody else say something else. Like, no, direct conversations with transcripts to prove this actually happened. And they got evidence of documents, emails. Biden has fake emails to talk to other people. It's a mess. And people are understanding that this is serious. And the White House is claiming that, no, this is going to backfire in the GOP. In my opinion, impeachment only benefits the Republican Party. I mean, people want to know what's going on here. How deep does this go with Biden? And really, what's the truth? They may not support impeachment exactly, but if they prove that, when Biden was the vice president and he had a deal with Ukraine that, if you give them foreign aid, that they will, in fact, give his son a chunk. That's an impeachable offense. That's what people want to know, if that's actually what happened, and not just, they supposedly talked about the weather that day, which I cannot believe people are actually using that as a serious, indication of Biden is actually innocent. But either way, this is going to be a mess. And not only that, you got the government funding, which this entire impeachment stuff, on top of the government funding being a complete nightmare right now. You know, many Republicans are saying we're not voting for it until we get what we want. Don't get shafted like we did in the spring, or else we're going to vacate the chair. You know, these next couple of months, I don't see how this is magically a good thing for Biden. Because not only you deal with the government shutdown, the government funding crap, you may have to deal with impeachment. And not just a baloney, you know, allegation of he said, she said, they said, 30 years earlier. No, we're talking about when he was the vice president, he directly talked with business partners of Hunter Biden, and there's reason to believe he enriched his son because of it. But this is going to be a mess either way. I don't want this to happen to our country. I think impeachment has to be a last resort, but everything I'm seeing, we have to impeach this guy. At the very least, do an investigation. Show the American people how bad this gets. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below. Subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.